Hey, this is Andrew with Blueprint for Biz. Okay, today I want to talk about something that's really cool. Um, I want to talk about a book that was written by a guy named Gary Chapman. It's called The Five Languages of Love. And now, what does this have to do with business? This is another video in our series focusing on the four fundamentals of business, which is to get, keep, maximize, and systems. That's what ties it all together into a very profitable and successful business. So this video is on the keep aspect. How do you retain customers? How do you get loyal customers? How do you convert that new client into a loyal client that's going to stick with you forever? So this book is really cool. The Five Languages of Love. And if you think, well, let me just tell you what those five things are. They are words of affirmation or praise. The second thing is acts of service. Third thing is gifts. Fourth thing, quality of time. And the last thing is physical touch. Think about it this way. There's, of all the people in this world, and somehow, some way you manage to find that significant other, the one you love, the one you get married to, and you stay married, hopefully, forever. So in that relationship, all five of those languages of love need to be present. Otherwise, things will go south in one fashion or another. So I wanted to talk about this a little bit in terms of how you can use this for your business to get those loyal customers. So let's deal with the first thing, words of affirmation or praise. This can mean thank you notes. It can mean a card, something that's heartfelt. Knowing how much you appreciate their business with you, and also give them words of praise. How people love to feel like they're special. So the more you can give these words of affirmation, very simple thing to do, doesn't cost really any money, the more that they'll appreciate it. But that's just step one. Step two, acts of service. So again, this doesn't have to be some big complicated thing. You might, for example, set up a connection with others. So, okay, so out of all the clients you have, you know what each one of those clients do. Perhaps one of your other clients could utilize the services of, one of your other clients. So to set them up, get them the connection. Somebody new, one of your clients, maybe somebody's coming in from out of town. You can set up a really cool thing, like if you know somebody that does a tour or owns a restaurant, or you can set up a connection, and you do this willingly, freely. Obviously free of any charge, and again, people really appreciate that stuff. The third thing, gifts. Now I'm going to do a whole segment on gifts, so I'm not going to talk a lot about this other than to say that these gifts need to be personal. They need to be unique. They do not commit the cardinal sin of having your logo. If you're going to give them a physical thing, don't have your logo. People give me logo stuff all the time. All that guarantees is that I'm never going to use it. If I have a shirt with a logo on it, I'm never going to go out to dinner with that shirt with a logo on it. I might use it for a rag to wipe off my car, or I might use it if I'm working around the house and don't care if it gets dirty. That's not the idea. If you're going to give a gift, it's got to be thoughtful, tailored to your client. And again, I'm going to do a whole segment on this, so I'm not going to keep going on that. But something that they'll use that will remind them of you without your logo being plastered all over it. The fourth thing is quality time. Okay, so what I mean by that is doing something with your client that has got nothing to do with business whatsoever. So I'm sure you've all heard of customer appreciation days or customer appreciation events, or so there's all kinds of little things that you can do to spend quality time with your clients that have nothing to do with your business. You don't talk about business. You don't even approach it. Okay, so if you can spend some quality time, that again, it strengthens that connection that you have with your clients. The last thing is physical touch. Now, when we're talking about languages of love, you don't want to go there with regard to the physical touch aspect, but you can do other things. So you can engage your clients in other ways. A great way to do that is you can talk to them about, you can ask them to rate you. Hey, honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10, how am I doing in this area or that area? And they might come back and say, well, 8 or 9, and tell them, be completely honest. They might say 8 or 9 or 7. And if they give you an 8, that's great. That's fantastic. It means you're doing things right. But if you can come back and ask them then, what else can I do to make that 1 or 2% higher? What could ask them to grade you? It's just another engagement technique, but it takes it out of the business element, and it reinforces that your business is all about them. It's not about you. So this was a very quick rundown. I highly encourage that you get the book and think about it, not just your personal life, and honestly, it does wonders for your personal life as well, but it also helps to strengthen the bond that you have with your clients, and that's what you're after, right? You want loyal clients that are going to stick with you forever. So that's a good key to make that happen. Again, check out the book, 5 Languages of Love by Gary Chapman, and that's all I have for you today. We'll talk some more about gifts in another video, but this is some really useful stuff. Thanks for your time.